What is the number one topic that you saw today from the Masters Live? What's the number one thing that happened today?
It's gotta be the cat. It's gotta be Tiger Woods himself. What do we think? Does Tiger Woods A make the cut, and is he even remotely in contention? What do we think?
And just to catch Dane and Giff up on what happened today, Tiger was interviewed and essentially said that he is eyeing the senior tour and that he essentially said 3 years, 2026, he's eyeing the senior tour. And his exact quote was he was asked, "Have you thought about this being your last Masters?" And he said, "Yes, I have. I don't know how many more I have in me," was his exact quote, just as some background. So, how do we feel about Tiger this week? Does he make the cut? Can he contend?
I'm going to kick it off. I love the GOAT, obviously. Always a huge fan. Can't speak to his actions off of the golf course, but I just don't think he has it in him this week. I think, he's going to have a rough first day, and then he's going to fall apart the second day. The right leg has got to be hurting a little bit as he walks, and I just don't think he's going to be able to make the cut. As much as I would love to see him, along with everyone else watching this thing, I just don't think he has it in him this year. Love him, though.
I have to respectfully disagree with that. Okay. Tiger Woods is the GOAT, and he is the king of expectation management. Okay. He's had more off course PR work and practice than he has on course work with his golf game over the last 20 years. Okay. He definitely knows how to manage expectations. He's going to say all of these things just to get people comfortable with him, limping in, quite literally. Unfortunately, it's amazing that the guy can even walk, but this guy knows every nook and cranny of this golf course, every undulation, every green. He's won the jacket so many times. He's prepared. He's been this is what he builds his year around, outside of the PNC with his son, which is pretty awesome as well. But this guy is going to come out and probably shoot like a 69 on Thursday. And then he'll probably shoot somewhere around 70. So he'll be under par going into the weekend. And then he's going to electrify us. Will he win? I don't know. Will he make the cut? Absolutely.
Have you ever heard Tiger Woods say that anything besides "I am going to win this thing"? The fact that he is not saying that and that alone should tell you something. His right leg hurts. He probably has another girlfriend that he has to drop off at the airport on Saturday. He's got to get out of there. He's not going to do it. Look, and I love him. I love him.
Something really interesting that just broke. They just did the tee times for all of the groups. They've basically put every live guy, Phil Mickelson, Cameron Smith, Dustin Johnson. Phil's playing with Tom Hoge. Cam Smith's playing with Adam Scott. They've basically just made them the non-sexiest groupings ever. So, they get no TV time unless they're in it. But what I found really interesting, and I want to get everyone's thoughts on this, is Tiger Woods, going back to Giff's comment about playing and everything. Tiger Woods has the AM tee time tomorrow, but then he has the PM tee time on Friday. And Phil Mickelson has the PM tee time tomorrow and then the AM tee time on Friday. So do you think that Augusta National, being Augusta National, is doing that on purpose, or is it just the shuffle? Is that Tiger treatment? What do we think?
Oh, that's absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. He's absolutely. They're absolutely shafting Phil and giving Tiger the benefit of the doubt on that.
And Phil's 52. Phil's 52.
Also, to support Giff, Tiger did have a quote today that he said that he was asked if he thought he could contend. He said, "If there's any place I can contend, it's here." Now, I do know people. I've been there. I know how hilly it is. I know people who were there last year who said that watching him walk, it was brutal. So it could go either way, but I'm kind of with Giff. I think the cat's got a shot.
Rain, cool temperatures. I don't even think his leg is a real leg anymore. That's going to hurt.
So right? I was going to get to that. Yeah, it's going to be like an average temperature all 4 days, no higher. I think Thursday is going to be the nicest day. but it's going to be an incredibly wet Masters. The top 15 longest drivers of the golf ball are all favored to win. I think everybody in the world knows who those people are. But this Masters is very quickly, just based on forecast, immediately going to the longest drivers of the golf ball on the tour. I think those are immediately the favorite guys.
Yeah.
If they can roll that golf ball back before Thursday and get that rule implemented, I think they'll be okay. Now, listen. Look, Tiger Woods spent most of his career outside of golf training to be a Navy SEAL, okay, or whatever it was, Army Ranger. I don't know what it was. The guy's bionic. So the fact that he doesn't have a functioning leg and he can still swing a golf club and walk around, I just think he's going to grit his teeth and we're going to see some heroics. At least that's what I hope, and I think everyone else is hoping for that.
Well, and the last time the weather was bad, it was Zach Johnson, Tiger Woods, and low scoring, like not taking it deep. Difficult conditions, like 6, 7 under, probably favors him versus if they're taking it like 14, 15, 16 deep, right?
I think that, to use a Formula One Drive to Survive expression, we're in full wets. Full wets Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I think everyone has immediately written Cam Smith off because he loves it when it's firm and fast, which I think is a little too soon. But I think, again, Dustin Johnson, Jon Rahm, Rory, I think that it's going to be a powerhouse lineup come Sunday. I think it's going to be some of the biggest names on tour.
Dane, you seem to be the one guy. Why don't you give us the final thought on Tiger there?
Yeah, so I'm just going to have to disagree, and I'm going to have to do so disrespectfully. I'm actually not even going to give you guys the respectful disagreement on that. Look, guys, I love Tiger Woods. Let's be realistic about this, though. He hasn't been playing that often, hasn't been playing that well. I don't think his body's going to hold up. That's going to be it's a mental and a physical grueling experience for him, and I think he's thinking about the next thing, right? The fact that he says, this is my best chance to compete. I've never heard Tiger Woods say anything like that ever. He always says, I am coming to win. I don't care who there is in this field, and I'm going to win. And he hasn't said anything like that. So until you give me that, I don't have the confidence if he doesn't have it.
It's a great point because I think that some level of doubt has finally broken through. Giff, you mentioned the Navy SEAL stuff. I think we know now he never would have gotten through Bud's training. It's his mental strength is definitely cracking. He is finally giving into the physical part of golf. He's 47. He feels it. He's old. He hasn't said that. I agree with Dane. I'm on Dane's side. I agree.
Bam Bam. He's just becoming a normal human being. We've never seen a normal human being out of this guy, and he's just becoming a normal human.
It's weird. It's very weird to see him be 47 and old and normal. It's very strange. It's not something I'm used to.
Soon.
It's
too
weird.
soon for me. Too soon to call it.
So final stake. Giff says makes the cut.
He makes the cut. Yes.
And contends. And contends, Giffy?
Yeah, absolutely. If he's making the cut, he's contending.
All right, Dane, you're out. You're out. Totally. Miscut, MC Hammer. Drew.
I'm with Dane. Miscut doesn't even come close. Total whiff. Doubles the first hole. Not even on TV. He's just the old guy who they trot out. Just get off the stage. You're done.
He's going to top 10. He's going to top 10 it. He's going to top 10 it this week. I'm in. I'm ready with you. Give me top 10 Tiger Woods. Here it's I'm a believer.
It's always so interesting when the younger siblings are the wiser ones. It's nuts. It just usually
we
happens.
didn't even plan that.
It is what it is.
Didn't even plan it.